Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Rinna says Kim Richards blamed RHOBH producers for Amsterdam dinner. Former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Rinna departed the series after season 12. Fans seem to be tired of Lisa's antics. However, that doesn't mean that she doesn't still discuss RHOBH. Lisa loves to dish about the show on her podcast with husband Harry Hamlin, and recently she delved into the chaotic Amsterdam dinner with RHOBH alum Kim Richards. Apparently, Lisa has no plans to return to the franchise. Of course, she joked that she might consider it if Bravo signed a contract with about 6 zeros. Since that isn't going to happen, we can still listen to Lisa reminisce about RHOBH on her podcast. Lisa discussed the unforgettable Season 5 Amsterdam dinner on her Let's Not Talk About the Husband podcast. As you may recall, Kim brought up Harry stating, "Let's talk about the husband, let's not talk about what you don't want out." It appears that Lisa has embraced the phrase, using it as the title of her podcast with Harry. However, at the time, Lisa lunged across the table at Kim and smashed a wine glass. She has since come to me and said, "I was produced to do that." Whether that's true or not, that's how she dealt with it when we made up in a sense, Lisa said. "If you were a smart producer, and you've been listening to me for 3 months in my interviews, you'd be pretty stupid if you didn't have somebody come after me about the kids or you," she told Harry. Meanwhile, Hamlin said that he wondered what the rumors were. Lisa replied, "You know them. You are gay and you have affairs in Canada all the time. Those are 2 big ones." Well, whether or not the moment was produced, the Amsterdam dinner was a shocking and iconic scene. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is streaming on Peacock and Hayu in the UK and Ireland. The glitz, glamour, and occasional catfights of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, have long captivated audiences around the globe, but season 15 has already set a new standard for drama, especially with the infamous Amsterdam trip. What was supposed to be a scenic European getaway quickly turned into one of the most talked-about controversies in recent Housewives history, and at the center of it, Kim Richards and her infamous dinner debacle. Rinna, ever the candid and unfiltered voice among the RHOBH cast, recently opened up about the tensions, allegations, and blame shifting that occurred during that chaotic evening. According to Rinna, Kim Richards, the seasoned reality star whose career has been intertwined with the franchise for decades, did not simply take responsibility for the events that unfolded. Instead, Rinna claims Richards pointed fingers at the producers themselves, suggesting that they somehow orchestrated the awkward interactions and heightened emotions for the cameras. "It's one thing to have a misunderstanding," Rinna told a recent podcast, her tone balancing frustration and bemusement, but Kim blamed the producers for things that were literally happening in real time. "It was surreal. Like she's saying, they made me act this way," when she's right there at the table making the choices herself. For those not caught up with the infamous Amsterdam episode, the drama unfolded during a carefully staged dinner meant to highlight the bonds between the women, while also teasing potential conflicts that fans eagerly anticipate. What ensued, however, was anything but smooth. Tensions rose, voices were raised, and a few long-held grievances surfaced in front of the camera, making for an episode that is now described as must-watch in Housewives lore. Rinna's revelations about Richard's reaction add a fascinating layer to the narrative. She described how, after the night's events, Richards allegedly approached the production team and suggested that they manipulated her into saying and doing certain things. Rinna, who has herself faced countless misunderstandings on the show, found this particularly exasperating. "I've had my moments," Rinna admitted, leaning into the irony, "but I can usually look in the mirror and say, yeah, that was me." Kim, she couldn't do that this time. She put the blame squarely on the producers, which was honestly kind of shocking to watch unfold. The audience response was immediate. Social media lit up with fan theories about whether the Amsterdam drama was entirely organic or if some behind-the-scenes production tactics contributed to the tension. RHOBH is no stranger to controversy. Reality TV thrives on the subtle orchestration of moments, editing that heightens emotion, and producers who nudge conversations in certain directions. But Rinna's comments suggest that, at least in her view, the blame had been misattributed. The world of reality television is nothing if not dramatic, and when it comes to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the drama extends far beyond the glitz, glam, and designer gowns. Recently, Rinna opened up about a tension-filled incident involving her longtime co-star Kim Richards, revealing that Kim reportedly pinned the blame for a contentious situation on the producers themselves. The revelations have sent shockwaves through RHOBH fan circles, prompting a deeper look at what really happens behind the cameras. Rinna, ever candid and never one to shy away from speaking her mind, didn't hold back when addressing the situation. During an exclusive interview, she explained how Kim's response to producers' decisions left the cast in a whirlwind of confusion and frustration. "It was one of those moments where I just had to sit back and process it," Rinna said. "You know Kim. She's incredibly genuine, but sometimes her emotions get the best of her. And in that moment, she directed all her feelings toward the people she believed were controlling the narrative: the producers." The incident in question reportedly took place during one of the show's signature dinner parties, which have long been a staple of RHOBH's dramatic storytelling. According to Rinna, tensions were already high as multiple conversations overlapped, alliances subtly shifted, and cameras captured every smirk, whisper, and side-eye. "Dinner parties are like pressure cookers," Rinna explained. "Everyone's emotions are on high, everyone's ego is fragile, and then the cameras catch everything. That's when things can feel overwhelming, especially if you feel like you're being edited unfairly." In the heat of the moment, Kim reportedly expressed frustration about how certain scenes were being portrayed. Rinna recalls Kim exclaiming that the producers were making her look like the villain, and blaming them for creating unnecessary tension. "I think she really believed she was being manipulated," Rinna said, "and I could see why she felt that way. But at the same time, we're all part of this show. Everyone's actions are amplified, and sometimes what seems like producer influence is really just natural reality TV chaos." Rinna went on to clarify that while Kim's reaction may have seemed extreme to some viewers, it was a human response to a uniquely high-pressure situation. "Reality TV isn't real life, but it's still real emotion," she emphasized. "When cameras are rolling, it's easy to feel cornered, to feel like someone else is controlling your story." Kim was feeling that, and she spoke out about it. The conversation also shed light on how producers manage the delicate balance of storytelling versus personal dynamics. "Producers aren't villains, they're storytellers," Rinna explained. "Their job is to capture what's happening and shape a narrative that's compelling for viewers. But when emotions run high, it can feel personal, and I get that." Fans have long speculated about the role producers play in shaping the drama on RHOBH, and Rinna's comments seem to confirm that while there's guidance and editing, the heart of the drama comes from the cast themselves. "We're not puppets," she said. "We're real people with real feelings. Sometimes, though, in the heat of the moment, it's easy to forget that and point fingers elsewhere." This isn't the first time that Kim Richards has made headlines for her interactions with producers or co-stars. Known for her emotional transparency and vulnerability, Kim has always been a polarizing figure on the show. Her honesty resonates with some viewers, while others see her as unpredictable. Rinna's revelations add a new layer to that dynamic, highlighting the behind-the-scenes pressures that cast members navigate every season. Rinna also reflected on the importance of empathy and understanding in the context of reality television. "You have to remember that these women are under immense scrutiny," she said. "They're being watched 24/7, judged by millions, and edited for dramatic effect. It's no wonder that emotions can boil over and lead to moments like this one with Kim. We're all human and we all make mistakes." Fans have taken to social media to share their reactions, with many expressing surprise at Rinna's candidness. Some applauded her for speaking openly about the pressures of reality TV, while others speculated about the broader implications for the show's dynamics. Could this revelation lead to a more transparent dialogue between cast members and producers? Will it affect the way future drama unfolds on screen? Only time will tell. Adding another layer to the story, Rinna hinted at the complex relationship between Kim and other cast members. "It's not just about producers," she explained. "It's about friendships, misunderstandings, and the way people interpret each other's actions."